New details tonight. The Pawhuska police chief and one sergeant were fired last Tuesday after being placed on leave pending an investigation. Fox 23's Morgan Martin joins us live in the studio after digging into the city manager's risk assessment report that led to the firings. Morgan, what did you find out?
Now, the memorandum from Jerry-Eubanks found no concerns with EMS, but notes 4 findings with the police department. It says those findings, quote, demand immediate action to restore the department's integrity and trust. The city manager's findings were shared with City Council following a decision made on June 28th of this year after the city of Pawhuska agreed to a risk assessment. It says the purpose of the assessment was to determine potential environmental, physical, or societal risks that could impact the city and/or its legal interests. Finding 1 outlines concerns that the department was not following the firearms policy. It specifically addresses 2 alleged incidents. One incident described alleges that Chief Lori Hennessy and another member of the police department placed firearms inside Eubanks' vehicle with full knowledge of Eubanks' prior felony drug conviction. Therefore, if Eubanks was found with a firearm in his possession, it would be against the law. The memo further alleges in May of 2024, Hennessy requested Eubanks to meet in her office. Upon arriving, he says he was met by the presence of 2 other members of the department, and at the end of the meeting, one officer, Sergeant Warren Towers, allegedly unholstered his service weapon and placed it behind Eubanks' back on the chair. Eubanks says he expressed handling the weapon was not a joke while the officers allegedly laughed. I received this statement on Friday from Hennessy's attorneys who say the city's investigation was a shame and says in part, quote, we are extremely disappointed with the lack of professionalism, communication, and transparency demonstrated by City Manager Jerry-Eubanks. Among other things, Mr. Eubanks accused Chief Hennessy, a respected law enforcement officer, of mishandling weapons. However, the evidence, including photographic proof, completely refutes Mr. Eubanks' claims. In the meantime, they say they can confirm OSBI is launching a criminal probe into the city officials of Pawhuska. Coming up at 10, I'm working on taking a closer look at the other behavioral findings from the department involving their standard of conduct. Live in studio covering news that matters, Morgan Martin, Fox 23 News.
It is worth noting that Eubanks is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow morning in Kay County for a preliminary hearing on separate embezzlement charges. You can also find the full risk assessment report and statements from Hennessy's attorney under this story on fox23.com, so you can see all of this for yourself.